Hey guys, welcome to Dave Darren Show. Little different show today. I got a challenge for you guys. I've got a significant challenge for you guys to take part of. One of the few guys out there that actually tries to motivate you guys to be more than you are now. Not to deliver music for free, but to actually earn an income from your music. And it's interesting. I'm not saying you're entitled to it. I'm saying you earn it. How do you earn it? You work. You got a work ethic. Here's something I got for you guys. I got something significant for you guys. Here's my plan, a vocalization of something we got to do together. Now, I'm going to look for the bands that are motivated, highly motivated, and can prove it to me because I've got a month before I have to do this, before this incentive runs out. I've got a full month. So I need to see who's important to this show, who's important to each other, who's got an important work ethic, and here's what I got going. I got this introduction from Facebook today. It's not huge, but it can be the start of something huge, all right? I got this credit for boosting. Anyone that's on Facebook that has a work ethic and has tried to use Facebook with the means of you got to pay to play, right? Pay to play is an unfortunate part of the music scene to play in the venues. There is pay to play that's part of Facebook. You got to pay to get more people to view your Facebook shows. Actually, to be reached is the one thing. You got to get reached, and then when you reach a certain amount of people, some percentage of those people will actually watch what you got going on. You've got to pay to have an extended reach, to have an extended audience, potential audience, to view what you're doing. I got this little tickler today. It says use your $30 ad credit. So what you got to do, just briefly, I'm not going to read it. I'm going to show it. You can see it right now. I'm showing it to you right now. So you see it's transparent. I'm not lying to you guys. They're going to give me $30 if I spend $10. And I got to tell you what $40 will buy. I'm going to have a reach between 4,400 and 13,000 people per day. If you take the average of that, that means that the reach, that means that this show that I'm going to do for you guys with your music videos will reach if you take an average of the high and the low, it'll be 8,700 people. Now, I happen to have a pretty good, and I've tracked all this. I've done graphs. Some of you have seen the graphs. If I reach a certain amount of people, half of them actually do watch the show. Now, it doesn't mean that they watch the whole show. I'm going to do a 30-minute show here to make it quick, enticing, interesting. People will usually have an attention span of 30 minutes. An hour is pushing it. If I do too much dialogue and too much interview with the bands, and if I don't ask freaky enough questions, the attention span vanishes really quick. But for 30 minutes, if I do something interesting with a lot of music and a lot of craziness, I can hold their attention for 30 minutes. So that means out of 8,700 people, 4,350 people will actually watch the show. If I spend $40, of which will be $30 of Facebook's money, $10 of mine, and it's not going to stop there. I'm going to play a piece of music for you guys. Watch this piece of music. Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tell you the rest of the plan, all right? Stick with this, guys. Don't go away. This is important to you guys, and you know it. Do not go away. Give me that little extra time. You've got time to spend on this because this is a work ethic. It's a means of getting you guys out there. Stay. Don't turn that dial. Here we go. Piece of music.
Giving up, I'm your ghost, the one that I thought I needed most. It's like a wall, used like a crutch. I guess I just lean too much. Now I'm giving. I'm giving it up. Yeah, I'm try. Yeah, I'm giving it up. I'm giving. I'm living it up. I'm living. I'm giving it up. I'm giving. I'm living it up. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm giving it up. I'm living it up. I'm giving it up. I'm living it up. Yeah, I'm living.
All right, guys, quick summary. I've got a free promotion from Facebook, just to summarize in case you guys just joined. Use your $30 ad credit. What it means is that there's a part of Facebook which is called boosting. It means you got to pay to get your product out there. Whether you do a commercial that's about condoms or whatever you do, you spend money and Facebook will give you more reach. That means that your Facebook live show or whatever you spend on, whatever you produce, will get reached to more people. It'll get delivered to more people. That's what they mean by reach. 50% of the people that see the opportunity to view my show will actually view it. And I've got statistics to that. So it's not a bad ratio. Now, I can't give you a guarantee that they're going to watch the whole show, but if I keep them interested, excited, motivated, give them great music, they tend to listen a lot more. And I'm going to give them an excitement to watch the whole friggin' show. All right? And you guys know I am pretty excitable. Excitable. I got something going on. Trust me, I do. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to spend that money. I'm going to look for the bands. Now, here's where I'm going to play a piece of music in a second, but I'm going to need the bands that are going to be drivers of this attempt, this effort. That means you got to have some great music videos out there. It can't be a guy with a cell phone holding it up to capture your live gig songs. I'm going to look for bands that have some great video. That means great video and great audio, great presentation of your music. But you got to prove to me, because I've got a month to use this little thing from Facebook. I've got a whole month before I have to use it or lose it. I'm going to look for the bands that can prove to me that you got a work ethic. That means I'm going to have you on the show between now and when this promotion ends. Hopefully I'm going to have this show ready for Facebook 1 week before the promotion ends. So let's build up a little hype here. You got to prove to me that you're the band that wants to be part of this. And it's not going to end at the $40. I'm going to give you more information about what I'm going to do beyond the $40 to stimulate you guys, to get you guys motivated, to get you guys on the same work ethic level that I've got. And I got to tell you, I got a hell of a work ethic. Me motivating you guys has been a significant challenge because maybe I've met the wrong guys. And there's been a few of you, little sparkles in between, that really are motivated and have a work ethic. I got to find you guys. I got to research you guys. You've got to prove to me that you're the guys I got to work with for what I'm doing here. I'm going to tell you more about it in a second, a piece of music here on the Dave Darren Show.
Another scream made to kill my creation. I try to run,
guys, welcome back to the show. I'm not going to backtrack. Hopefully you guys that have heard a little bit about this. If you're motivated and if you missed anything, replay it because this Facebook Live show will exist for 24/7 play. So play it back so you get the whole feel of what's going on here. After the 40 bucks is up, if it reaches, if I get out of the 4,300 people that have listened, if you guys promote the show, and I'm going to ask you guys also to promote the show, that means that the show that I'm sharing, that I boosted money on, you guys with the work ethics that I'm going to hold you responsible for, and I'm going to make sure that only the bands that have work ethics are on this show, you guys got to share the show not only on your Facebook page, but I'm sure the people I'm going to connect with who are the motivators with business ethics are going to be members of at least 10 Facebook groups. And that's easy because there's an average of 3 to 4 guys in each band. If each of you guys belongs to 10 Facebook groups, some of them may overlap, but there's got to be, between 4 guys in a band, there's got to be 30 Facebook groups you belong to collectively. I'm going to expect you guys, I'm going to require you guys, I'm going to require you guys to take the show and share it on all those groups. So that means I'm going to share it to the 44 groups I belong to. You guys are going to do that as well. I'm going to probably have on like 5 bands on this 30-minute show. So that means we have an opportunity to capture a large market. Not only with the money I'm spending, the small $10, and I'm going to go beyond that, and I'm going to tell you about it. The 30 bucks plus the 10 bucks that I'm spending, that's going to reach 4,350 people are going to see the show, are going to see it with just that effort. Then me putting it on the Facebook groups is going to boost it up because usually I get about 3,000 when I do that. That's going to pump it up from 4,300 to 7,300 people are going to see the show. 7,300. If you guys put in the effort that I'm going to expect you to put in and I'm going to require to put in, the show should easily reach be viewed by 10,000 people. Once it reaches that $10,000, you don't want to 10,000 people. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend more money to get the show out to more people. I'm going to spend another $30, and I'm going to show you in a second what that's going to bring to the show that you're going to be part of. I'll be back in a second. Another piece of music to get you guys the rock enthusiasm out there. All right. Back in a second to tell you more about the third part of this plan. Here we go, guys.
You describe to me, you don't deserve to be afraid. And at the end of the day, you're not quite a runaway, you're really more a refugee. We can hide you here for now, 'cause you know we take strays, that home just strays. You're not alone, you're safe. Whenever you are here,
Okay, I'm not going to summarize. I'm just going to go to the next level. Okay, so we've got 10,000 people who have seen the show. They have seen it. They've seen it because I told you the $40, $30 from Facebook, $10 from me equals $40 equals on average, the average reach will be 8,700 people, of which 4,350 people will actually see the show. That's the 50% ratio I'm telling you about. And that is the minimum without putting in any effort. Now, I put in more effort than that because I'm going to go to the 44 Facebook groups I belong to, and I'm going to share the show on those groups. When I do that, I get on average 3,000 people that will actually see the show, watch the show. So I take the 4,300 and I add in my 3,000 participants, which will see the show. That brings it up to 7,300 people that will actually see the show you'll be part of. And I told you guys there's going to be about 5 bands that are going to be participating in this because that's what I'm going to have happen. I'm going to have 5 pieces of music, and I'm going to have some dialogue in between, some excitement, some crazy shit I'm going to find too. There's going to be midgets, all right? There's always midgets involved in Dave Darren Show. I'm going to make it fun. There's going to be cars spinning around. It's going to be shit happening, all right? Just to make sure I capture that interest for that full half an hour. So when you guys take the 5 bands that are going to be in the show, minimum, there might be 6, there might be 7. Each of you guys has 3 to 4 members per each band. You belong, I'm sure collectively, each band with 3 or 4 people, collectively, I'm sure you belong to 30 Facebook groups. And I'm sure you will because I'm going to pick the bands that are enthusiastic, motivated, have some business sense. So of course you guys that have the business sense belong to Facebook groups so you can promote your gigs, right? That means that this reach can go beyond that because you guys are going to share the show on your Facebook groups, on your page, plus the groups you belong to. I'm sure with 7,300 people, you guys are going to at least give me 3,000, right? At least 3,000 extra people are going to view because they know you're on the show. They know it. So they're going to want to watch your music and they're going to want to know who's coming after you. Who is going to be introduced by Dave Darren to the next band following the great band that I know already? Who's coming up next? So when you guys give me 3,000 more, that's going to top 10,000 views of the show. After it hits 10,000, I'm going to spend $30 more. And you know what that's going to give us? I'll show you what that's going to give us. That's going to give us a total of, so that's going to be $70. Out of $70, that means the show will reach, and you see it right here. I'm being completely transparent. That's going to give us a reach of between 7,800 and 2,400 people per day. If you take the average of that is 15,900, which will be at the 50% ratio, 7,800 people that are going to watch the show. 7,800. In addition to the 10,000 we got already. So now we are approaching 20,000 people who will watch the show. That's pretty significant for that small amount of money we've spent. All right? And now that means that the show is going to grow. Now, if we do it once, we're going to do it again. We're going to do this at least monthly. I'm not going to say we're going to do it weekly. We're going to do it monthly. And the bands that see growth from this happening and see exposure, I'm going to start to ask you guys to do the same thing I'm doing. Is it too selfish for me to ask for a little extra dollars? Not to me, by the way, but to you guys to boost. Like, for instance, if I'm spending $10, which is small money, right? Because that's where it's going to start. Then I'm going to spend $30 more, so I'm going to spend $40 on this particular show. All right? The next week, we're going to do it again. I'm going to do the 10. Then and now Facebook won't give me another $30, but so I'm going to spend 30. All right, I'm going to spend $30. That's small money to me to have potential show growth. And then you guys I'm going to find the bands again that are enthusiastic. There may be some overlap because I'm going to give you a chance if you really did up the game. I'm sure you got more than one video. You're going to give me the second video and we're going to market it again a month later, 4 weeks later, exactly 4 weeks later. We're going to do it again. We're going to spin it again, and then we're going to get growth again. All right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to ask you guys if you're really seriously thinking this is working and we're going to make it work. I'm going to ask you guys then for you guys to boost it too. So when you put it on your Facebook site, on your Facebook page, you're going to get a boost button. Boost it for $10, all right? For you guys, 4 guys in the band, $10. That's $2.50 each. I shouldn't even have to ask you to do that. It should be $10 per person. It should be $40. You guys, when I put in $30, I'll tell you, if you guys tell me that you're willing to put in $10 each for 4 guys in each band, and you're spending $40, I'm gonna spend $40 also. And hopefully the other bands will do the same thing. Can you imagine the growth potential if one band spends 40, the second band that's on the show spends 40, the third band that's on the show spends 40, the fourth band that's on the show, and it grows that way, plus I'm spending 40. If we all spend $40 per show, the show will grow. Your exposure to more and more fans will grow. Now, of course, I can't have you guys, the same guys on shows week after week after week, or for this month after month after. We got to have some new faces in there. But can you imagine after this grows, after say 4 months, 5 months, where the show is back to where it was at its heyday when it had 30,000 views? I've had shows out there with 40,000 views. Once it gets back up to that 40,000 views, and you guys come back on the show after you were on in the early inception of this, and you come on the show again with the 40,000 views, can you imagine the amount of interest people are going to have in your band and your material, especially since you guys were handpicked of the better bands out of the bunch, the guys with work ethics, the guys with great videos, the guys with great work ethic, the guys that put on great stage shows, great stage presence up there. You guys are rock stars on stage. Can you imagine how this show could grow and escalate if we work together? I've been long-winded here. I've talked a lot. Hopefully you guys weren't bored with this, but how can you be bored with a work ethic that I'm expecting you guys to give to the show? This work ethic I've got, that I've had all this time, and I've asked you to participate in. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it together, and we're going to start next month. This Facebook little thing I have, this little teaser to get this going, ends. I've got to use it before November 23rd. 1 week before November 23rd, we're going to make this thing rock. It's going to be the first show. After that, we're going to do it 4 weeks later. We're going to do the whole thing all over again. If you missed how we're going to do it, replay this video and you'll understand how we're going to make this happen. But we are going to make this happen. Final closing song on the Dave Darren Show. Stick with this. Stick with me. Stick with us together. It's just not me. It's us. How many times do I have to tell you that it's us? Let's play a closing piece of music. Hopefully I got you guys motivated, because someone's got to get you motivated. Somebody's got to be the breakout guy that makes this happen. If it's got to be me, then it's got to be me. On the Dave Darren Show, here's the closing piece of music. Message me, all right? Tell me what you think about this. See ya.